There it
Clickbait.
is. Clickbait. CBN. You see it right up on the top of the screen. CBN.
Yeah.
It's a cannabinoid, folks. Very much like CBD. All right.
Yeah.
CBN might be the weed industry's new surprise hit.
Okay.
Basically, Delta 8. You've heard of Delta 8?
Yeah, we went to a smoke shop one time, and I feel like they got some free Delta 8.
Everybody these days, I guess the big trend is trying to get something close to legal THC.
Okay.
In their state.
Okay.
CBN is nothing like that. CBN is very much like the medical side of THC, but it's almost no percent of the high. Very much like CBD, but twice as strong. As you can see on screen, look at the production of CBN, the cannabinol, and it's called cannabinol. You know what I mean? Very little CBD. This is a naturally occurring process, okay? And this isn't new information, right? CBN has been discovered for over 100 years. You can keep that on the screen.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
not new.
CBN has been around for over 100 years. And the way it's produced is by drying out over a long period of time. Really drying out THC, weed leaves. And it creates very little amounts in the plant that have an effect on one's ability to sleep, one's ability to remain calm, anxiety, all kinds of really good things. But it's created in small amounts over long periods of time. Well, recently, scientists have figured out, as you can see on the screen here, how to mass produce that, and then make it into products.
Yeah. So this
There
CBN,
you go. You can take that down.
From what I see, CBN is one of the better ones, one of the better cannabinoids out there for medicinal properties. Right? You told me sleep was one of the big ones. Who doesn't like to get a good night's sleep? So if we have an actual, and you said it, non-THC, non-psychedelic weed that helps you go to sleep naturally, isn't that better than popping a pill every night? I would say so.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And this is something that, like I said, has a 0.1 to 0.2% THC situation going on. So I don't believe there's a state out there where it's medical that has any problem, or even where it's not medically legal, should have any problem allowing CBD.
Yeah, hemp is illegal. Hemp is legal across all 50 states, and I think it's got to be under a certain percentage THC. I believe that those percentages fall under that.
Sure.
So the CBN. It's legal.
Look at the benefits. You saw he had to pull it up right there. Sleep benefits, pain benefits, skin condition. I mean, it helps against aging, psychoactive. I mean, really, it's turning out to be kind of another miracle product.
I mean, we're not kidding when we say that marijuana, not even marijuana, because that's a derogatory name. Weed, cannabis is a wonder drug, right? We know there are thousands of cannabinoids. This is just one more.
So another one,
I mean?
that's been around and been being used by shamans and medicinal people for years.
For thousands.
Now we find out how to mass produce something like that and be able to sell it, put it in. They've got it in chocolates. They've got it in candy bars. They've got it in pre-rolls mixed in, mainly to help people sleep, mainly to help people with pain. The true medicinal. I guess the bad side of it is that when the more they keep finding parts of cannabis that they can extract, so that they don't allow THC, so you don't need THC, the harder I believe it'll make to be made legal everywhere.
Interesting point.
But I mean, look at the sales. I mean, you can pull up the sales. Look at this. Adult use CBN revenue by state. You can see from just a year, from 2020 to 2021. Look at the difference from $4,000 or $40,000 to over $1.5 million.
Money talks, man. Follow the dollar bills. And look,
Nevada,
these are
Colorado,
the four
Oregon, California.
major states where it's legal cannabis. Like, you have no problem getting and smoking weed in these 4 states. So they're the more progressive. Let me say that. These are the 4 more progressive states where it's legal, and the sales of CBN, like, people are realizing that it's not about the THC. It's not about just getting high. Like, CBD, CBN, the health parts of the cannabis plant is legit 100%. We talked about on the show about the feds allowing more schools and more private companies to do research, allowing it finally. This is the result. Being able to produce CBN on a mass scale, to do more research on cannabinoids. Let's find out what that one does over there.
And I mean, sleep aids. Sleep aids is a 30+ billion with a B dollar industry. That's more than pet sales. That's more than sex toy sales. That you know what I'm saying? We lost camera for a quick second. There we go. We're back. So CBD, the sleep aids, aid industry is huge. What's that telling you? I mean, we can talk for days about why Americans aren't getting enough sleep, right? We can talk for days for different reasons. But ultimately, we are putting all kinds of different crap in our body, from different drugs to different pills to, all the different melatonin, serotonin, all that crazy stuff.
All these, chemicals are in its nature natural, but not a pill. Like, you don't have to pop a pill. Like, grab a weed, like grab a piece of grass from the ground. Like that's ultimately the truth about our ancestors. It's a great point, by the way. I mean, natural, or I don't know by the way, how long we have. But that's a great point that before we're the same humans as 10,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago. And modern medicine has only just begun. Like, these are the ways they've been doing it before. Like, we need to learn from ourselves in the past. Give ourselves some credit, right? We think it was ancient aliens helping us. It was us. It was a little bit of cannabis, man. It was the shaman who couldn't understand why this is working, the scientific part, but it was working, and therefore they used it, right?
Yeah. Absolutely. I'll sit here. I can't open this grinder for some reason. Maybe I'm already too big. Oh, it's because I got it upside down. JB, you're gonna have to take this away. I don't know. Was it we having issues with the cam? With my camera? I noticed when you try to switch. Is it the main? Okay. All right. No worries. It's no doubt here. We're rolling up a blunt in the background.
That's it. Yeah.
In the background, doing our thing, having a good time. Do you think, JB, that something like this could be detrimental to the cannabis movement, like legalizing THC in general?
I mean, no. Why would I think what this?
My fear is that states that are already like kind of leaning against legalizing cannabis recreationally will say, "Damn, why would I have to legalize it if we can just go ahead and legalize medicinally for things like this?"
That's a good point, right? Take the whole psychedelic part out of it. Take the whole higher part of it. You know what I see? I quote unquote deep South state, really conservative state doing something like that. You know what? And I can't be too upset about it though a little bit, because I ultimately want the cannabis to be used as the medicinal plant that it really is. So if that's the sacrifice, if I have to sacrifice the THC to get all the cannabinoids out, maybe don't ask me. Maybe
that's not being selfish. Me being selfish, I totally get it. Yeah.
Sorry, but like just from my perspective, edibles don't work on me, and neither does CBD.
So it doesn't work for everybody. Yeah.
It works for me, and I'm in
okay.
I am the spinal cord injury patient that needs this for my spasms.
So there you go. So THC is not just the high thing that everybody.
Yeah. So we can't be greedy. We can't be greedy. Yeah.
It doesn't help my spasms. It's the only way that helps my spasms is when I smoke whole plant cannabis.
Whole plant cannabis.
Okay.
Yeah. So
a mixture of all of it.
Yeah. And
it has the entourage effect of everything, all the cannabinoids.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. And that's there you have it. It affects everybody differently. So we can't be greedy about it. As of right now, the CBD, any extract, according to federal law in 2016, any extract that has been taken from the cannabis plant is considered Schedule 1 along with the cannabis plant. So CBN is not federally legal, but in states where it is legal medicinally, anywhere where weed is legal or CBD is legal, CBN is pretty much legal. So big benefits, right? You get no high or very little high, very little THC, pain relief, sleep relief, less than 1% of THC. I mean, it's CBD or CBN. I say give CBN a try. Yeah. I've tried CBD for pain. I've tried CBD for sleep. I don't know. Outside of what I could call a placebo effect, I don't feel like it's helped much.
Which I think, by the way, is true. it affects everybody differently. THC, CBD, CBAD, CBAV, whatever. It will affect everybody different. So that's why I'm on the bandwagon of I need to know all the cannabinoids so that this cannabinoid is for him, this cannabinoid is for you. So let's legalize the plant in this country so that we can move forward and find out what cannabinoids. It's here, it's us, it's in our body, it's meant for us. Let's do it, America. CBN, I'm a fan.
All right, cool.
Yep.
What's up, everybody? It's your boys Frank the Tank and JB Perez from the Podheads Web Show. Here to remind you to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, hit the alerts button if you want to find out every time we drop some new fire.
Yeah, that's right. And we're dropping new videos every day at 4:20. So if you like what you saw, click here or here for more content from the pod.